Hey, welcome back. We're talking about church culture, and specifically, we're talking about the Focus Foundation, how we behave as leaders and volunteers at our church. And I want you just to kind of recap in your mind really quickly. I'm going to read through you the first few that we've already gone through in previous videos. If you haven't seen those videos, go ahead and go back and watch them. You can also start at the one about being the table of culture. And the first three of the foundation are: we are a front row focused church, we are active in evangelism, and we are bold in generosity. Today, we're going to be talking about how we are excellent in execution. We are excellent in execution. I can remember starting the church in my living room, and we would try our very best to create an environment that was excellent, even when only a few people were showing up. This was like, when I say a few, I mean like 4 people were coming to our church, and still I would find myself getting the lyrics ready of the songs that we were going to sing for our little Bible study in my living room. And we would put lyrics on the screen in my living room. Even in the early days, I wanted to create an excellent environment where I left no gap and no question that the environment was prepared, that we came ready. Excellence is simply us setting the standard. It's us saying, you know what? We don't want to do the bare minimum to have ministry. We want to go above and beyond to create an excellent environment, to have an excellent attitude, to be planned and prepared ahead of time, so that when someone shows up to our church, we expected them. And you can never like feel excellence as like an object. You can't go buy excellence, but you can sense it. You know when someone says, hey, they practiced that. They came ready. That band, they were tight. They knew the chords. They knew the cadences. That person that preached, they came prepared with a hot word in their heart. This person that led my life group, man, they were ready to lead the life group. They had gone over the discussion questions beforehand. Oh, this person that hosted my life group, man, their house was ready. They were excellent in how they had the snacks lined up properly, and the smell of the house was good and enjoyable. And maybe you're wondering, like, what does excellence look like at Focus Church? Well, it looks like being prepared. It looks like having a plan in place for every possible scenario. We want to be prepared for first-time guests. So what do? We make sure that we're excellent in how we greet them. Hi, my name is Mike. How long have you been coming to the church? It's a great question to ask someone. That's a way that we become excellent in our execution. We're prepared for the worst also, which is terrible. But if the fire alarm goes off, we need to be prepared to evacuate in an orderly fashion. We want to execute our ministry with excellence. We want the sound to be right. We want the lyrics to be spelled correctly. It doesn't mean perfection, but it does mean that we're prepared in every facet of ministry, whether that's in the facility on Sunday mornings, whether that's in your house during a life group, whether that's over in how we treat a child as we're ministering. These aren't just kids that we're just entertaining for an hour and a half. We are being the hands and feet of Jesus, and we need to be prepared and planned ahead and be excellent in our execution. That is a foundational behavior. And so if you're one of those people that you say, oh, I've been doing church for so long, it's just what I do. Well, make sure that you're always auditing your level of excellence, because excellence tends to leak and it tends to fall through the little holes at the bottom of the bucket. And you turn around, and a year after something was done right, it's not done with excellence anymore, because assumptions creep in or comfort creeps in. Comfort is the enemy of excellence. And so if you've gotten comfortable with an area of ministry, you need to up the level of excellence by going back and reevaluating, is this done right? You need to look at something through the lens of an outsider. If someone came to church tomorrow for the first time, then how would I do this differently? Another thing that I do all the time is I fire myself. I say, hey, if today was the first day on this job and I was fired yesterday and I became the pastor of Focus Church tomorrow, what's the first thing that I would change? That normally helps me identify the very things that need to be made excellent, or maybe once were excellent but aren't no longer excellent. Excellence leaks, but here at Focus Church, we're going to be excellent in our execution.